Hello everyone, this is Greyshot 170 bringing you another Company Heroes 2 commentary. This time is a 1v1 sent in by Tekavu. Gavu? Sure. And then he's versing Carl. So there you go. This is a 1v1 on Eindhoven. This is a newer map, part of that recent patch that I haven't yet showed. Actually, I don't think I really do 1v1s, honestly. And that's because simply, I don't know. I personally don't like doing 1v1s just because I like team play and playing with other people more. Wow. Maybe could have fixed that a little bit more. I don't know. But anyway, that's my personal experience. You can see the outbound. I know it's a mod created map, and I really hope they just keep doing that. Like every month they have new maps, because that would be really, really interesting. So I'm actually curious. This would settle a lifelong debate. Alright, so stacking for the Panzerschreck is a thing. It is indeed a thing. So you can see that you can go to the Panzerschreck ability. Originally 90, now 77. But, wait, that doesn't make... No, that makes sense. Never mind. 15%. Which isn't bad. I mean, you can save 13 munition points with this. I guess it can help you in the long game for an extra mine or something. But, yeah. Anyway, it looks like there's a lot of ruins in this map over here by the fuel. Most likely for defense. I think this might be a 1v1 and 2v2 map. Let's see, we have an open area over here. Open forest. Yeah, I've not been on this map. This is really interesting. And we have like a abandoned post up on the hill. Nice cover. In any case, we have, looks like a frontal assault coming in here with riflemen. Riflemen are good medium, long range. I mean, their guns are good enough short range that Stern Pioneers have to watch out. They're buying cover. Riflemen are not. Kubel's supporting fire, which is very nice. Again, if you have a Kubel wagon providing supportive fire, suppressing forces, that's great. Also, these guys, interesting location. At least there's like 2 shots firing, but most of their guys are just hiding in the house and they're not firing. So the Stern Pioneers not taking nearly as many shots as they could have. That being said, the riflemen are not buying cover. Anyway, these riflemen have been hit by the Kubel, so they're pinned. The Stern Pioneers are going to do what they do best, get behind cover and destroy them short range. Now this ambulance is moving up, and I think with the patch they decreased the ambulance's speed. Sorry about that. That is my cell phone letting me know that it is 1 hour before I have to go to work. So there you go. Oh, nice flank with rear echelon. Almost missed that. Kubel has to back up, get itself some room. Kind of did suppress them, now it's not. And with the Stern Pioneers, they're fighting guys with no cover. They're going to instantly destroy those riflemen. Absolutely, especially 1-star. Kubel wagon still suppressing those forces. That rifleman got pushed back, and yeah, that's actually a clear-cut victory for the Oberkommando. Because the Wehrmacht and the Oberkommando don't have, like... the Soviets have spam, and the riflemen also have a spam, but they're more powerful with spam. So if you can actually deflect a rifleman surge, you're doing pretty good for yourself. That being said, he does have an ambulance, so... Well, let's say he can heal and resupply his men here, get more men. The ambulance can at least heal his men back up to full health, which is something, unless he has an Oberkommando truck, will not be able to do. So slowly, see the health. Unless he slowly, each one of those guys that has like injured health slowly gets removed, or he deploys these medical boxes, which I really don't see people doing. Then it's going to be very tough. Alright, so it looks like the Oberkommando slowly pushing up. Doctrine-wise, they have not picked anything yet. Very interesting. I guess they're waiting to see what the long game is. Although this guy seems to be going Volk spam, which I don't necessarily blame him, because you want a decent force, and especially if you're versing American. While Volks are not as good as riflemen, non-vetted. When they're vetted, they're pretty powerful. Anyway... When they, by themselves, they can't really go toe-to-toe with riflemen, especially riflemen and other things in buildings. That being said, they did kind of cut off. I'm surprised he hasn't taken over this point. Well, let me just double-check their ranks real quick. 90, 100. So you can't exactly say it's an unfair fight. And by the way, Rank can mean everything, and rank can mean nothing. It just depends on the person, what type of mood, if they've had their morning coffee, you know, if they've been up for 8 hours playing Company of Heroes 2 or not, you know, simple things. Anyway, it looks like he made a critical mistake by running in a no-cover area and getting close to the rifleman. Rifleman behind heavy cover just able to shoot them and neutralize them. He's going to move back his Kubel because he does not want T's rifleman to possibly come up and spam him. Remember, a Kubel, while mobile, still has this arc range of fire similar to like a Soviet MG, meaning you can easily come from a flank and kill it. It's actually easier to kill than a Soviet MG because all you need to do is just have like 10 seconds of rifleman fire from like 2 troops and you can kill it, especially from the sides. If it's like from behind, it's like 5 seconds from 1. This is a bad. He should probably retreat this. Then we have a bar lieutenant specifically in that building. He lost that troop. Can't pay attention. He's behind. What? Did he say negative cover? Wow, that's a really sharp line between none and negative cover and positive cover. That's still bothering me, by the way. Just how it's a sharp drop. And it's like, yeah, we could have smoothed it out here, but nah, it looks better that way. Really? 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 Also the road. But it looks like, though, to counter the Kubel and everything, he got himself a utility car and equipped it with armored skirts. Now, the reason why he's probably going Volks as well is because with that upgrade, he probably wants to get a bunch of Panzerschrecks to counter Shermans and Jacksons. Even with these armored skirts, this thing can still be hurt by bullets, but it just takes way more fire to take it. Now this, I hate when people do this. I hate it so much. But it looks like he tried to set a trap. Too fast for him though. Kubel in play. That gun can actually probably start firing if he goes any closer to the base. Wow, he's just going back and forth. And the Kubel's just firing. That's it. I'm surprised he doesn't move more troops in to fire. And now this flak gun will probably start firing. Oh, wow, really? That's kind of bullshit. Well, at least, you know, I'm voting for T because, wow, just doesn't care about ancient ruins. Kind of voting for him because, you know, he kind of sent me the game, so that was actually an interesting move. Kind of a dick move, but, you know, at least it was an effective move. Volk's over here guarding this cap. Again, remember, people, even if you're losing, if you win by cap, you win the game. I literally, in one game as the, was it Vermont and OKW, these guys were like, oh, you guys are about to lose. Because essentially, they did the same thing that T just did with the utility car, except they had a Sherman with high explosive rounds and chased my 3 multi-starred Grenadier squads all the way back to base and killed all of them. And I was so pissed. One, by the way, I blame my ally 13th, because he didn't set mines behind the main corridors. If you have, like, especially Angermute, which was the map, if you have 3 lanes of travel and they're chasing, and you're supposed to guard up an area, place mines. That way, the Sherman could have chased me back. But, in any way, we came back, but even though we were winning, they were able to decap points, hold it for enough period of time, and win the game. Even though we had more men, more power, and more tanks. So, it's just because they were winning longer, and all they did was cap it for the last duration to win. That's happened to me before, happened to other people. Nothing new, but just an update. What does a 1-star greater sight? Very interesting. Chasing the Volk. We gonna chase? No. He did call in Paratroopers. Very interesting. So we went airborne. And we also have these Pathfinders, which are nice because they can put down these setup beacons. You can set them around key locations. They'll detect enemy units on the minimap. Plus, if you need to heal your awesome Paratroopers, which are probably some of the best infantry in the game, they'll instantly drop down near one of those points. It's like a Ford. It's like an ambulance, technically. So we have an AA gun, and I guess he wants these guys to get lured into a trap, so that way his AA gun can own them. Now this gun is really good. You have to set it up first, but it has really, really nice rounds that can hurt a lot of different stuff. So if you can lure infantry into a trap, let's say behind the bushes, they run out chasing your infantry and lure it into a trap, it's great. The thing is, though, I'm worried about, and I think T's might be doing, is the Americans typically get a ton of munitions. Now, I think, he unlocked bazookas. So if he unlocked bazookas, and he's researching LMGs, so he's getting his troops upgraded. Plus, this thing can deploy mines all over the place. You put a mine down on some of these key roads all around the map. So, like, right here. Oh, not right. Well, maybe right here, because it goes straight. That way when, let's say, you say, oh, click here to go to that base to defend it. It'll go, hit it, blow up. That's why sometimes with the Wehrmacht, I'll go, I forget what the doctrine's name, but essentially it's the half-track that can deploy Regal mines. Comes with the Elephant, air cover, stuff like that. The reason I'll use that is just to get behind enemy lines and place mines in key locations. That way it disrupts armor movement. Yes, I know, they can easily repair their troops, but in the meantime, that's still quite a lot of time that they're wasting repairing that tank, and we could use that advantage to, let's say, attack a crippled tank or something else. The Volk squad, poor Volk squad, is trying to do some stuff. This guy, okay, he's getting Panzer Shreks. I like that, but he's yet to capture this point. Somehow the American player came back here, and he's slowly capping everything, but still, every point matters. And right now you have 10, so yeah, every point matters. This guy, again, the bushes are probably guarding it, but still I would place it immediately and move this behind heavy cover. Because right now, T is just going to move up. He has some decent cover. But a half-track doing what it does best. But the Americans have this nifty little ability if they have the grenade ability unlocked, which he doesn't, which is actually surprising. No offense, because you can use smoke. Wow, is that gun really doing a lot of damage? And the armored skirts is making sure that it doesn't do all that much to that utility car. Very nice. Very nice, T. Meantime, you are knocking a major. Let's see. Do you go lieutenant? And you have knocked down major. Alright. Nice. Interesting grenade placement with no troops there. And with that LMG, it's going to own those troops. But the half-track's back. Now it's got a smoke. And it's destroying infantry. Yeah. Which kind of sucks for T. Looking back at T, that actually utility car. Oh, it comes with bazooka troops too. A lot of people forget about that. If you want an easy bazooka troop, you can get this thing and just pop it out, fire a couple of bazookas, get back in. Since these troops have it. It's really, really interesting that these guys come with it. And really nice. So. But in any case, as you can see, they're moving out more forces in the meantime. Back out to the front lines. Again, usually the Americans will try to keep their guys in, usually in squads. And by squads, I mean like in pairs. Because again, the American troops are designed that way each have specialized. So, for example, the bar group, the Pathfinders have long-range rifles. Really good against extreme long range against troops. While, let's say, the basic Volk gun is good medium, maybe long range. That gun is designed for long range. To really take out enemies at a good distance. And we have a good chunk of troops back here, including an AT gun, which is nice in case they move up in a black half-track. But it seems like the Volk guy is mainly going Volks, and he's trying to get those bazooka teams up, which is a smart move, because if you get enough of those troops with bazookas... Actually, also remember that these things also come with a cold immunity, so in a blizzard, they can just run through. I've seen literally just 5 Volk squads with Panzer Shreks pop out of, like, pop into my sight lines, one shot of Jackson, and then go back into the blizzard. It is really, really scary. These actually doing pretty good at keeping his troops behind heavy cover, and behind this, when the rear echelon moves up, they just come around the corner. That being said, Paratroopers and LMGs are something that you should fear. That being said, you have to deploy the LMG, and LMGs are usually typically good medium to long range. Oh, if he loses that, oh no. Oh, that was really lucky. Oh, that could have been really bad. Yeah, 2-star Stern Pioneers also sucks because they kind of heal themselves. I think he might have been trying to heal that, but didn't go very well. Right now, the American, again, T kind of in a pickle. Because while he has more fuel, he does have a major. He still needs tanks. And that can help counteract this game, I believe. Like, it truly could. Because the simple fact that right now they have a couple Panzerschrecks, and they do have an AT in this building in the middle. But, oh my god. So, let me pull this up. You can see it on the mini-map. Like, it's being detected. Even while you can't see it. Nice rear shot. Again, this thing, typically people put it behind. Very nice AT shot in the rear. This thing is not going to chase it. Again, this thing has to deploy before it can shoot. Meaning, quite simply, ladies and gentlemen, it hits a sitting duck while it's running away. Oh no, Panzerschreck ability. Oh no, oh my god, that was epic. That... And we have a very talkative player, Carl. Wow. He likes... I love Company of Heroes 2 censorship. Oh, that's great. I have no idea what he said. My smoke. Okay, that's nice. But... unrealistic. Oh, boy. Anyway. So, wow, this guy is... Wow, 1,500 manpower. What are you doing? The American player nearly doubles the amount of manpower... not manpower. Units you have, and yet... Yeah, because it has armored skirts. He got this thing with armored skirts. That's why it's able to survive, jackass. And you still haven't captured this point, which is annoying the living hell out of me. Why? There's no demo charge. There's nothing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get side of a building. Rear echelon, not exactly the greatest fighting troops. I've seen people spam them. It's usually a waste. This game is made by illiterate monkeys. First, Homo sapiens. Secondly, to program, I'm pretty sure you can't be illiterate. I'm pretty sure. Like, I'm 99.9% sure that if you are illiterate and somehow programming a game, that is an accomplishment in and above itself. Like I said, the problem is with Pathfinders is they're not very good by themselves. They don't have exactly as much armor, and they're meant for scouting. Alright, so the American player is yet to call in the troops. Again, he's trying to reinforce all of his guys. He has Paratroopers. They cost a lot to reinforce people. So before you get Elbow Sudan or Paratroopers, remember the cost benefit. And right now that cost, and even though we just got another Paratrooper squad, is kind of pretty large. Right now the OKW player, even though he's complaining to high heaven, has the majority of the map under his control. And is making the American player lose. Don't get me wrong, this is kind of like ownage because LMGs plus... Oh my god, he really should move up with this Thompson. Thompson's with this thing. Oh my god, it's like shock troops. It's devastation. Pure and simple. MG, interesting location. You know he's coming around. Okay, alright, he retreated. And yeah, he's just gonna retreat all this forces. 2,000 manpower, dude. 2,000. What are you saving up for? Oh boy. So, let's double check the... No. Can I... Why can't I see... Alright. There we go. Wow, really? God damn. So support gun. He has another one, so he hasn't put the battle group out yet. I love the American player because all he's doing is cutting off his supply lines. Because this guy won't capture this point. Since the American player captured this, he cuts off the fuel. He doesn't have to take the fuel, he just cut it off because the Oberkommando player, Carl, is too, I don't say incompetent, but just doesn't want to grab this point for whatever reason. Anyway, with Paratroopers, Thompson's, here's the thing. Thompsons are long range, and since most of them get it, it's, again, submachine gun. Medium, long range. Essentially, yeah, can't really do that. Then we over here, these guys, they're medium range, but they're not exactly the greatest. So in a game like this, you probably just want to get behind cover and fire long range, keep your distance. Same thing like shock troops. Shock troops can take a lot of bullets, but as long as you keep the fight long range, they're pretty much at odds, because they can't hurt your troops as much as they were close range. Close range, it's bad. We have a Paratrooper moving up, support gun firing. A lot of, yeah, so that support gun's actually doing a lot of damage. At least he's using the manpower he saved up for something interesting. That being said, I'm surprised, just because he has so much, he isn't putting like bunkers or a Pack 43 or something. Utility car's back. He's probably going to decap and get out of there, to be honest. And this is where, and honestly, in 1v1, micromanage, like, again, look at that. Micromanaging is king. You can see here the ability to essentially reinforce paratroopers. Very nice. Again, it's specifically for paratroopers. No other faction will get that. So, like, no faction. No other unit in the American, like, lines, as far as I know, will get that. 3-star Stern Pioneers. Very interesting. And get this concussive grenade. Or just run away. What does he have? He doesn't have bars unlocked, but he has and he doesn't have grenades. So how the hell did he throw a grenade? I guess he just come with. Oh, it's maybe different? Support gun doing a good job. Doing what it does best. Oh, wow, really? Is it really healing? Where's this guy going? He healed to run. That's gotta be the unluckiest paratrooper of all time. Wow, really? And he survives. Here's the thing, though. I mean, okay, so we do have a tank. We have a Jagdpanzer, and the ally, Tet. The allied player has a Sherman. What the hell is with that background? Sorry, I nitpick, I know. So a Sherman is good, it's supportive with infantry, and I feel like there is an issue right now. He has an AT gun, and he has a bunch of troops against the anti-infantry. The Sherman, what the hell just happened? Oh, it's surviving. He used smoke and was able to get out. He is really, really on that thing. He's like, I want to kill it. I don't care. And this thing, actually, Jagdpanzer, people forget, is really, really fast. It's actually a good, decent speed tank. So anyway, we have the AT gun. We do have one bazooka? Wow, that was a very lucky shot. Anyway, it's fast. It's very, like, has really nice armor. A lot. I've noticed with this tank, especially in the front, a lot of shells will bounce. But again, that the Jagdpanzer is mostly designed as a counter to tanks. It's an AT. It's like a tank destroyer. Something similar to an SU-85, just that doesn't have extended range. AT's firing, but again, these are infantry units, not going to do all that much. If it does hit your unit, it will take out your unit and it'll blow up into little chunks. But honestly, if he knocks out the AT gun, then this guy will have, then Tet will have a problem. Okay, and the reason I say that is very simple. Because this thing can now move up and counter, maybe not the Sherman, probably has to watch out for the Sherman, but can counter and try to kill that ambulance. If you kill the ambulance, you essentially kill the front line thing. But if this guy was smart, I would move up and try to counter that Sherman. Because this Sherman has explosive rounds on. And that's good against killing what? Infantry. So, this guy wants to move up at all. Pathfinding. Company of Heroes 2. Also, Verkettenwerfer doing some nice shots. I know the OKW does not have the best AT, but it doesn't need to. Because Shermans and Jacksons themselves don't, I mean, like, again, it's like, they kind of balance each other out because they both have, like, a Ford HQ type setting. They both don't have the greatest AT guns. Well, The American probably has the best, like, anti-tank AT gun. Pack 40, Pack 40 I would say is, like, supportive. Because while it can pin troops, just the extra save rounds you get with the American AT is really, really good. This thing is just killing everything. This poor support gun. These guys are like, no, don't chase us. And he's like, I'm out. Oh, wow. He was running away. He was running away. But now they're in the base. I wonder if him putting it this close to this gun is blocking the sight. That's why this Kuba wagon died in the beginning. So the Jagdpanzer is still back here. Not sure why it's not going back to base and healed. Yeah, very interesting. Now it looks like we have a blob, or him trying to heal his forces. Sherman's moving up. Probably doesn't know about all this. Probably is now scared to death of all this. Jagdpanzer taking the opportunity to move up. Some nice shots. This thing needs to smoke and get the hell out. Or just get the hell out. Alright, with the infantry moving up, that's pretty much going to counter. Oh, no, he's moving up. Okay, that's bad. This is... Hey, paratroopers, if this thing can, like, get stunned, can set a detonation charge. B. They don't really have AT. And this, although this is mainly an AT weapon. A giant armored AT weapon. Can't really hurt these guys. Okay, they're moving up the path. It can still cause damage. Like, if they get suppressed, that tank can just be like, oh, let me run them over. Because I've done that plenty of times. And oh boy, is it fun. Anyway. 1,000 manpower. But in any case, he has 80. He has a ton of Stern Pioneers, a ton of Volks, and mainly focusing on trying to counter the the infantry over here, while the American guy is focusing, Tet is focusing on paratroopers. Better forces overall, especially when vetted. It's a 3-star paratrooper like. Survivability, accuracy, enables squad to heal out of combat. Wow. And with all that, I mean, them upgraded with long-range, short-range weapons makes them very, very deadly at any range. So while Stern Pioneers are great close range, 4 stars. Very nice. 4 stars, very nice. They still have to get within that range. And there's such a long gap, especially with this negative cover. It makes it very difficult for them to get very close without, like, a sneak attack. You can't run at LMGs. Oh, God, no. Now, that being said, there's enough bulk fire here that it should help counter, especially because they're all starred up. Oh, he's throwing a grenade. That's going to be bad. Oh, wow, he ran into it. That's pretty funny. Looks like... But these paratroopers are doing what they do best. They get close range. Thompsons take them out. Long range LMGs. Nice support gun hit, and that's going to push them back. Did some nice damage. Stern Pioneers now going to chase them. AT gun has to fall back. This is a Fort HQ. This could be bad. If you want to move up as Jagdpanzer and just one-shot this ambulance, that's what I would do. Is I would try to knock out this ambulance, if any. Or use the support gun and just try to fire at this point. Support gun instead, firing at the Sherman. Nice shot. Sherman falling back behind the foliage. Support gun firing. Wow, that was actually closer than I thought. And here we go, people. A Pack 43. One of the best AT... Probably the most powerful AT gun in the game, next to, like, an actual tank, like an elephant or something. It's a huge emplacement. I remember in the older days it had better range, and oh my god, was it great. The thing is, though, at a shorter range... Well, shorter than, you know... Oh, wow. This is bad. You know... Stop it. You're going to dismantle it. What are you going to do? Oh, wow. He's using it as cover. Still taking a lot of damage. Support gun fire. One shot could actually do a lot of damage here. But this blob, this paratrooper blob. Oh, wow. Is he running him over? And, yeah, he should probably replace his MG. I think he is trying to run him over. Sherman moving up. Trying to, again, he's trying to use his speed to get around it. But that's the Jagdpanzer. Still doing a lot. That was some serious damage to the OKW player. But again, American player is still taking it. I mean, again, they're so close to dying. So he has to watch out. Wow, he stole the AT gun. That's priceless. But the Overcommando's pissed off. What the hell is with that tree? And it goes.
The enemy is overrunning one of our capture points.
Does this guy place mines?
They're trying to outflank us.
No, it doesn't look like it. I don't see anything. I'm glad he finally took over this point because that was just frustrating me. Sorry, Tet. I know. It's like, why? That's not helping me. It's like, I know, but it's literally bothering me the fact he didn't do that. Looks like he had an MG, well, yeah, MG34 that died, and he manned the Pac 43. He healed it. Sport gun doing some damage. Here's the thing, though. He can, with this point, do a instant heal point. So, yeah, these forces, it's going to be an interesting fight because he can just keep healing them. But the support gun, oh, nice grenade. I'm sorry, Tet. I'm just saying that's a nice grenade. What Tet needs to do is knock out this guy. What Tet needs to do is very simple. Get this goddamn Pac 43, aim it at their base, use a recon plane, and just have it fire. Just have this damn thing fire because it will go through all this foliage and take it out. Oh, boy. Or, yeah, fire at the... Please, fire at your own car. That would be amazing. Looks like he's adding extra cover to it. But looks like the paratroopers took some light casualties. Looks like he doesn't have enough to get them all healed, but he wants to get them in the fight. That way they can at least get possibly vetted up to get more kills, etc. I mean, like, look at these paratroopers. 35 kills. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. 14, 12. Not too bad. Looks like we also have a Jackson. And we do have that Sherman as well. So the American player has a good wide range of forces. And now it looks like both sides are even though looks like the OKW player is trying to focus all of his fire at mid. If I had to guess, he's going to set down 400 fuel. Oh boy, this is the problem with the Americans and the Soviets. They get so much fuel, especially with the Americans, that you don't need. If they have like a redistribution package for the Americans, I see that more popular than a goddamn Pershing. Because you can just use, I mean, like, okay, a Pershing maybe would outdo it, but you can just use it and then equip all your troops with LMGs, bazookas, bars, stuff like that. It would be absolutely incredible. Would they probably do that? Absolutely not, because it would probably break the game. But it's just a small thing I've noticed. Moving around this pack, trying to counter the Sherman, but Tet is keeping it moving. I think he may focus. No? Okay. Now, if this is where, okay, if he gets this up in time, this thing's gun will suppress all these paratroopers, and that would be bad. That would be very bad. Alright, he's going to retreat. He's not going to do anything. I figured he might be able to run instead of demo charge. Paratroopers can set demo charges. The counter to it, though, is, again, they're very vulnerable. But, again, if the gun's not firing and if the area mostly clear, they can set, like, 2 demo charges here, a demo charge here, and blow both of them up. Looks like the... Wow, OKW is pulling out a Luke's most... Oh, God damn it. Luke's, nope. Luke's, no. God damn it. Whatever. A Luke's and a Obosadan unit. So a Luke's is very interesting. It's very good at fighting infantry. How good, man? He's been keeping this utility car back. I am actually very surprised he doesn't start mining up the areas on the left in case they like start flanking. Also, he's moving up. The problem is this thing was actually where it's set is very interesting because it's going to defend the pack against infantry getting close up. But again, I love Tet because he's doing something most people forget. The Pac 43 is in all essence a giant mechanical device. So to kill the giant mechanical device similar to a tank, all you need is an AT weapon of some sort. So he was able to destroy it with his stolen Verkettenwerfer. Sherman moving up. Looks like he's going to try to one-shot that 4-star. Or maybe hurt these Stern Pioneers. Either way. But right now, this guy actually went from 2,000 earlier to now 500. So, him saving up all that manpower, I guess, helped him out, right now. Where Tet is still trying to save up and, again, trying to keep those paratroopers in the fight. He's lost quite a bit of infantry. But it looks like now he's going to refocus and go for more of a tank force. pretty smart because he has all this fuel saved up, so he easily can save it. In the meantime, looks like the Jackson's moving up, hitting the Jagdpanzer from behind. And one shot. Oh. Did he stun him? Okay, decrease speed, I think. But alright, this is where it's bad for him at least. Because while this plane and the other plane are currently doing a nice little fight. Oh, I love this scenic view. Against the OKW and holding them off. This thing will keep shooting at the anti-aircraft flying around. AKA revealing its position enough for the for the Jackson to fire long range to take this thing out. And with this thing taken out and having equipped the fortification doctrine, he will not be able to get his Panther or Command Panther essentially. So now he has no Panther, which is very bad for the OKW. Not for Tet, who is now moving up all sorts of tanks, stuff like that, to neutralize what's left of this guy's front line. Because, again, this guy has some over commando. Wow, the 5-star OKW. I would retreat that. Oh, no, he wants to keep in the fight. One last shot could easily take out that Jackson if he fires. Out of control. That being said, Jagdpanzer neutralized. Now it fires. Okay. He can. Oh, but the OKW can always decommission this for fuel, but that's still a devastating loss because he lost essentially a big anti-tank weapon against these Shermans and Jacksons. He did kill the Jackson, but still, it's not exactly the best. Wow, so at 49 points, with the Americans losing a lot, wow. He's just gonna move with the Sherman. Flanking with the Lukes. Wow. I've seen a Lukes kill a Tiger. Like, we stole a Tiger on the enemy team, and it's just one shot from behind. And also, it's the biggest shout and cry I've ever heard of Redman. It's like, no, my Tiger. But, essentially, that's gonna push him back, because, again, this thing's pretty injured. And that essentially leaves Tet with 3 Paratrooper squads. 3 awesome, amazingly vetted, super cool Paratrooper squads. But, again, not the best. I mean, he has 3 squads, that's what I mean. With 0 kills, this thing is now 3 stars. And a 3-star major is actually really, really awesome, because first off, you lock down the territory. So this thing is locked down. They can't come up and capture it. So if you want to, and you want to be a dick, you could go, let's say, over here, hide it behind this bush, and they could go over and try to cap it, but it won't do it, and they have to try to scavenge through this territory, which eventually they would find you, and they couldn't decap it. You can also help with flanks. So, for example, let's say put it, I don't know, so, like, I'm thinking, like, another map, where it's, like, Moscow outskirts comes to mind, where, like, there are key locations where the point goes back to your base, but if they can capture it, like, right here, and that can disconnect you from the fuel, you can essentially put it down, and that way they'll have to literally get very close to your base, and you could easily protect that, but you can't decap that point. But it's saving you essentially from having to lose that point and to the enemy, and keeps your resources connected. That being said, there's no one over here, so I'm surprised he doesn't send... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. He lost a lot of forces over that last raid. And this is different. So while the American player has a ton of forces and vetted troops, OKW did have a lot of troops. The problem is, I guess, with the differences, he doesn't have a good variety. So while Jagdpanzer's great... Yeah, Jagdpanzer's great, Luke's is interesting. Against AT and a Jackson, all that stuff. I love now he moves up, and there's an AT gun right there. Sherman coming around. Yeah, this does not look good for Carl. Yeah, but those paratroopers have just been a thorn. There are quite a few times he could have killed them, but Tet was maneuvering them pretty well and was able to like keep them behind buildings, stuff like that. Along with moving in Shermans, does he still have that damn utility car? No, he doesn't. No, he does! God damn. That is amazing. He just left the utility car. Right. I wonder if they fixed that, where you can get out of a utility car or a vehicle. Let's say as the oh god, my brother did this in the Spearhead Doctrine, Spearhead mod. Where he got a King Tiger. In the mod, you can decrew it. He decrewed the King Tiger, gave it to an ally. Got another King Tiger, decrewed it, gave it to an ally, and kept doing it over and over and over again until literally I have 2 IS2s. I'm like, oh, he can only have like 1 King Tiger. And then like 5 or 6 come over. We're like, what is going on? But it's because he gave it to the enemy. Or he gave it and then decrewed it and just picked it up later. But yeah, that's how you can get a bunch of heavy units without going over your pop cap.
Send your orders.
Which might be what the American player's doing. But without sufficient AT or anti-infantry, it doesn't... Wow. That's pretty funny. He got the utility car. I'm so happy for you, Carl. Good luck killing all this, though. 3 tanks. He has the Jagdpanzer. Focused on vehicles. Doing some nice hits. But the problem is he has so many tanks moving up. Nice smoke. Get up close. Panzer Strike's firing. The Jagdpanzer trying to focus on the Jackson. Or that's what he's trying to do anyway. The Jackson can dish out way more damage than these Sherman. And this Sherman's actually still on. Okay, he rectified it. Alright, that thing's killed. He's going to have to turn around. But this thing now is armor piercing, so if he gets around the side, he can easily take it out. This one's still high explosive, and it's taking out the infantry. Just 2 more shots. Missed. And this one's 5 stars. Probably will hit if it fires that target. This has main guns killed. Still has 1,000 manpower. And now Ted's actually getting more manpower. Not because, you know, he needs more troops. It's because literally, oh wow. That's, oh. Ooh. Nice shots. And the Jagdpanzer died, allowing Tet to literally hold the domain with armor. You know what would have been interesting? You know, just saying over Commando Guy, with 300 munitions, you plant mines. Because Tet has no rear echelon troops, no minesweeper. He places mines all over the battlefield on key roads, like the road he came in on over here. You know, that could have stopped his vehicles temporarily. And then you could have flanked it with the Jagdpanzer. But no, he's, Tet's just gonna heal all of his tanks up, decrew. These things are awesome, by the way. Just decap it, go over to 1 tank, tell all of them to heal. What the hell is that guy doing? I feel really bad for that guy right now. I have no idea, like, no idea what's going on. But that does not look comfy. Yeah. Is he stuck to the tank? Please let his head be stuck to the tank. Please move your... Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my... They're like, oh sir, we lost a gear. Insert that German's head. He'll fit. Oh my god. Now these things have high explosive rounds. It's still stuck. Oh my god. And now they're just gonna kill all these troops. And remember, the American player only has 49 points left. Oh my god, he's still going. He's still in. Oh my god, I think he's going down. Oh boy, but he's sweeping up. With all those explosive rounds, he's just one-shotting all their troops. And with nothing else left. You know what would have been interesting? Placing mines with this thing. That would have been interesting. I wonder if Tet knows he lost the utility car. But now they can, like, there's no, like, 1 squad, even with the AA fire. I'm keeping this thing back. Take these rounds that are apparently so strong. Luke's moving up, trying to do some rounds. First thing Jackson, no, that thing's gonna die. Oh, wow. Oh. Took the hit. Sherman staying out of range. Focusing on the bulks with the AT, because that's the only threat they right now have. They're probably going to surrender very quickly. Oh, he has a Verkettenwerfer. Can he get it out in time? Wow, this thing's somehow alive. No, he lost the German. Oh boy. Kills the truck. God, Jagdpanzer. I'm really surprised by the amount of manpower, fuel that guy saved. They didn't go with the King Tiger or something. I know that's kind of offbeat, but he saved up so much manpower, and I thought he was going to save up a lot of fuel to get it, but apparently no.
Someone had a shitty day.
And he's just going to move up and probably... Yep, there he goes. Bazooka and Panzerschreck. Yeah, he's going to fall back. Yeah, and he's right, that is game. Undeserved in that case. I still find it so funny. He's hiding. He's hiding it in the back. He's just like, this will be mine. It is my. It's like, we will retreat, but we will get your awesome utility car. That will win us future battles.
They're down to 50 points.
Oh boy.
Again, Germans have 50 points left.
Oh, do the tanks is Mr. Oh, he's gone. Okay. Oh my God, that was hilarious. Oh boy. Yeah. Looks like now they equipped with Panzerschrecks, all sorts of stuff. So this Panzer's in a bit turmoil. He does have Obersoldaten, but versing Thompson's LMGs. Obersoldaten are good, but it's not that good. Gonna run down the clock. Not much you can do. He surrendered. 356. Okay, that's the thing I'm curious about. 356. I don't know why they use that on, I don't know, something productive. Mines are good. I know he could probably counter. Like, Ted seems smart enough he could probably counter, but it's still a nice sneak attack. Equipping more troops with bazookas, I don't know. Just 356. That's a lot of munitions. Just keep. I mean, the Americans have a lot of fuel, but they can't really do all that much. You see, like, he gets all these tanks. They're still getting a ton of fuel. Which is why I think if the Americans were ever to get a redistribution, like what the Wehrmacht had with close air support or something, or the Osttruppen doctrine, that would be more OP than having a Pershing, which I still think they should get. Along with overcommitted. Like, how about more commanders for the Americans and the OKW? Just a few more. That's all I ask. Just 2. That way it's 8-8. There we go. But in any case, let's look at the score. We have, wow, Carl did more damage, but T got more kills. So very nice. He also lost a lot more. And let's go personal. 93 kills. Never lost a paratrooper squad. That's the issue. Never lost it. Took 11,000 damage. Dished out nearly 12,000 damage. Number produced 11. But there's calling them in probably. If I had to guess. Yeah. Yeah, I was around that mark where the American player just overwhelmed him with resources. Anyway, we look at we go with Carl. 17,000 with the Volks. He lost a lot of Volks. Team killer. Nice job, Jagdpanzer. And yeah, he did have some high vet stuff, but he just couldn't keep it alive. Whereas T was able to keep most of his stuff alive. He did. Where's his other paratrooper squad? If he never lost any, isn't there a third one? Maybe it's in a tank. Maybe he put in the tank just to be safe. Who knows? In any case, I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.